I found this really interesting as well. Last 10 years, 9 tight ends have been picked in the first round of the NFL draft. They've combined for 0 Pro Bowl nods and 1 1,000-yard season. It was Kyle Pitts. One of the 9, David Njoku, got a second contract from the team that drafted him. Dalton Kincaid, Kyle Pitts to be determined. So that's kind of interesting. Let you know, first-round tight ends don't always work out. I think there's a guy in this draft, Brock Bowers, who will change that. But it goes to show you, tight end is a position you address usually later in the draft and have a lot of success doing it.
Yeah, even if Bowers works out, it's still a tremendous low hit percentage on those first-round tight ends. We don't talk about it enough. That is a position that has to be developed. It's super rare that a guy performs right out the box coming out of college as a first-round tight end. There's a steep learning curve. It's a much more physical game at the next level. So there has to be tempered expectations unless you have an ideal situation for a receiver to come in and just be that receiving threat or just be that blocking threat. Being a dual threat is almost impossible as a rookie. So and we saw that play out with David Njoku. And then David Njoku came to the Browns. He was also one of the youngest players in the entire draft, but he was allergic to blocking as a rookie and as a first-year player and as a second-year player. It took him years to grow into being the complete tight end that he is today, and we're like the one team that has reaped the benefits from drafting a first-round tight end, using that fifth-year option, fully develop him, and then sign him to that second-year deal. Most teams bail before that happens. They get past that third year, and if the light hasn't come on, they're hitting the eject button and getting that guy out of there and moving on to the next. But over time, you're seeing less and less tight ends go in the first round because of that. So it's a risky proposition, and like you said, that's why most tight ends that have success with teams, they typically come in the mid rounds. They don't have the same kind of expectations, and so they're not forced to be on the field early, and they're allowed time to develop, which I think has to be the mindset when you take a tight end.